So my topic is personality, and I know personality can be described a number of different ways. It can be unique patterns of thoughts or feelings or behavior, different things that will distinguish a person. So there's a lot of different things to consider, and we want to think about what makes us who we are. And I want to hear from a few different people. So I have 3 people for you guys to hear from.
So, what makes our personality?
Yeah, what do you think makes a personality?
Your surroundings, people that are close to you, or people that you're with. So, however they act is how you're gonna act. So that's how your personality. So, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you.
The personality is made up of things you experience growing up as a child, and it's made up of your environment where you grow up in, and that's what I think makes up the personality.
What I think that makes the personality is the way you grow up and the people you surround yourself by.
Okay. Thank you. So there are a little different theories on personality and a lot of different breakdowns of it and how we perceive it, but we don't want to confuse personality with character or with temperament. So the first theory that I do want to cover is Sigmund Freud's theory, and which is the theory of the psychoanalytic theory. And in simple terms, it just suggests that human behavior is influenced by unconscious memories, thoughts, and urges. So he breaks it down into 3 categories: the id, which is the unconscious, the ego, which is the conscious, and the superego, which is the internalized ideals. So the ego is going to balance the ID and the superego. It kind of provides a buffer between the ID and the outside world. So if you'd like to think of it as kind of like when you have the devil and an angel on your shoulder and you're kind of that center person. So the ego would be the person, so yourself. The superego would be the angel on your shoulder, and the ID, the id, would be the devil on your shoulder. Okay, so let's jump into defense mechanisms. This is the unconscious resources used by the ego to decrease our internal stress. So the main purpose is to protect us. So let's see a few examples of the defense mechanisms. So on this cartoon, she's using the defense mechanism of repression, and it's due to, at an earlier age, she was attacked by a dog, and she doesn't remember that because she repressed that memory. And so due to this, she doesn't realize why she's still afraid of dogs, but it's because of the memory that was repressed.
You all have your friends?
Got mine.
Hey there. How about you, chum?
Oh, well, I seem to have misplaced my friend.
It's all right, chum. I had a feeling this will be a difficult step. You can help yourself to one of my friends.
Oh, thanks, mate. A little chump and chum, eh?
Hello. My name is Bruce.
Hello, Bruce.
It has been 3 weeks since my last fish. On my honour, or may I be chopped up and made into soup.
You're an inspiration to all of us, Amy.
Right then, who's next?
Pick me!
Yes, the little Sheila down the front.
Woo!
Come on up here.
Hi, I'm Dory.
Hi, Dory.
And, well, I don't think I've ever eaten a fish.
Hey, that's incredible.
Good on you, mate.
I'm glad I got that off my chest.
So an example of rationalization is someone that failed a test, but instead of accepting that it was their fault, they'll blame their teacher.
My boss doesn't appreciate nothing. Nothing. Why is the food not ready?
So Susie is using the defense mechanism of projection on this cartoon. She's actually projecting feelings of hate. She has convinced herself that her coworker hates her, and she's chosen to accept that instead of bruising her superego. So the next one is regression, and this is where someone can retreat back to an earlier stage. Like if someone is overwhelmed, they may revert back to like wetting the bed or even sucking their thumb.
Okay. Oh, gordo. Ya no more drinking.
Why? I go to work every day. I pay the rent.
No, ya no more.
Oh my god! I love your skirt. Where did you get it?
It was my mom's in the 80s.
Vintage! So adorable.
Thanks.
That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen. Oh my god, I love your bracelet. Where did you get it?
So are you gonna send any candy canes?
No. I don't send them, I just get them. So, you better send me one, biatch. Love ya.
So many contemporary personality psychologists believe that there are 5 basic dimensions of personality, which is the extroversion, the agreeableness, the openness, the conscientiousness, and the neuroticism. And I'm going to break it down to you with an example of ocean. So let's say, for example, we have 5 people that are lost at sea, and we have 5 different reactions depending on what their personality trait is. Okay, so in this picture, we have 5 different people and they were stranded on the island. So I'm just going to use the ocean example to kind of describe out the 5 personality traits. And so the first one would be open. And so someone that is open would be excited about being stranded on the island. They would not be afraid. They'd be excited about the different plants, the different rocks. They might be thinking about trying to decorate, wherever they're going to stay. So they're not going to be worried about any of that. They're probably thinking about whatever opportunities, and that's what someone open would be considering. Okay, so the next trait would be conscientious, and this would be someone that is worried about the survival. How are they going to survive on this island now? They're probably planning ahead, trying to figure out what food, what water do they have there. They're trying to get everyone organized and situated and make sure that they understand that they need food and water. They probably rescued the first aid kit from the boat, made sure that they had it. They're just someone that pretty much is very worried and organized, and that would be conscientious. Okay, so the next one that we'll talk about is the extrovert. So someone that is extroverted would probably be really excited, really thrilled, even though they just got lost on the island. They would still be excited because they survived. They probably are thinking of trying to throw a party out there just to celebrate their survival. But those would kind of be the overview of the traits for that one. Okay, so the next one is going to be agreeable. So someone that is agreeable will no, even if they are hungry or thirsty, especially, being lost on the island, they will probably still give their food or water to someone else because they're more concerned about someone else than they are about themselves. People always know that they will agree to pretty much anything. So they will get asked a lot of times to help them out with something because they know that this person is not going to say no to them. Okay, so the next one is neurotic. Someone that is neurotic, and if they're lost on an island, they're probably going to be freaking out. They're going to be stressed out about how are they going to survive? How are they going to get through this? Instead of trying to figure out what they can do, they're probably going to be sitting in the sand crying and having a meltdown and just pretty much thinking about everything negatively and feeling completely lost. So, others might, like the agreeable person might be trying to comfort them because they're being so neurotic and they're trying to help them. So that's kind of the explanation. So you might be saying, why are the big 5 personality traits important in this? And mainly it's because it helps people understand how they compare to others, how you can put your name to like the characteristics, and it helps you explore relationships between personality and between your life indicators. So at the end of it all, we still want to ask ourselves, what is personality and how does it break down? How's it formed? And once you factor in the environment, the experience and the culture and the biology, can we really define personality? So I know that that is the question that we still have yet to be answered. There's a lot of theories, but there's still a lot that goes into it. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys watching my video.